welcome back, and well, back again with another video, another breakdown video, prediction video, whatever it is, since UFC is back in town and UFC 319 is back, man. The hype is almost there. Dricus Du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev. I think this was a fight almost every UFC, fans, martial art, MMA fans were waiting, man, for a long time, especially how Khamzat is gonna do after after a long layover. When was his last fight, man? I think it was with Usman. Uh, since that, and also to see how did he? No, sorry, I'm sorry, man. It's since Robert Whittaker's fight, Khamzat versus Robert Whittaker, and then also we are excited to see how DDP does, man. DDP is doing things in weirdly different way, man, and he's getting it done. So obviously, as a fan, I want to see how he'll be able to, defend Khamzat's takedown. And of course, man, this is exciting. For now, I feel like UFC middleweight is, it's in the, how to say that, man. It's on fire, man. To be honest, like last week, Alex, who is that guy? The guy who choked Roman Dolidze in a brutal way. Hernandez, I think that was his name. He's there, and I think September 1st week, UFC Paris, Imavov versus Berhalro. He's there, So I think it's a great time for the UFC fan. But anyways, we're not here to talk about other stuff. You're here to talk about 319, and yeah, what I'm gonna do, like usual, predict and do a small breakdown, what I feel, what I think regarding how the fight goes, and not every fight, but just few fights that I think it's gonna be fucking fun to watch, and obviously the main event and some fights from the prelims. And yeah, that's it, man. Let's see I have not checked the whole card. Let's see who is fighting who, but I know for sure this fight is stacked. But let's check it out, and let's do some breakdown. And of course, I'm not doing it for some betting purposes. As a fan, always there as a fan. I love what I do right now. So yeah, let's get started. So UFC 319, Dricus versus Khamzat. Like I said, this is exciting, man. Let's go down from the early prelims. Let's check who's fighting who. Early prelims. We just have one fight in the early prelims. Wow. Barboza. And then prelims. Okay, so Brian Battle is there, man. He's fighting with Rosipov. Okay, this is a great fight, man. This is a great fight. It's always fucking exciting to see Brian Battle fight. I think he's coming off with a loss. I think his last fight was in UFC Paris. I think so. I'm not sure. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. But Rosipov is good as well. I think this is a great fight. This is a great fight for both of them. This is a great fight. So if I have to pick my pick, I would pick Brian Battle, man. And so Edson Barboza is back fighting against Dracula Close lightweight. Okay, Edson Barboza was fighting on the featherweight, and he was doing good. That's what I thought. So okay, he's back again with Close. So I don't know much about Draco Close, but Edson Barboza. How every OG UFC fans knows how Edson Barboza is. So if I had to pick my pick, I would never go against Edson Barboza. He's good also, not just because I have been watching Edson Barboza for quite some time. I have been following, not because of that, but I feel like he's good. It'd be interesting to watch him. Like, even though, yes, he had some problems in lightweight, so he moved down. But he's back in lightweight, so let's go. Let's see how he goes, see how he does. Chase Hopper is there against Alexander Hernandez. Okay, man, this is another great fight. Damn, man, this 319 is going good, man. Even the prelim fight is good. So Chase Hopper, he's a young guy, young blood. I mean, doesn't look like a fighter, but he has a good grappling. He has a good grappling of that, I'm sure. So Alexander Hernandez is a great striker. He has a couple of knockout wins against, I don't remember uh, I think it was Dariush. He had a knockout. He has a knockout win against Dariush, but he has been there for a long time, man. Uh, Hernandez. So I don't know, man. Here I don't know who to predict. So may the best man win. Well, but this fight is gonna be exciting. Okay, damn. Andrade is there. Jessica Andrade is there. But Jessica has been, you know, I felt like after she became champ, I felt like she was gonna be a good. I thought she would have a great run, but I mean, she's there, she's fighting, but she's not getting success, man. But I don't know. I feel like, okay, if I had to pick my pick, I would go for Jessica Andrade. He's still good. Okay, Gerald Mirshicharala versus Michael Oleksiejczuk. Gerald, he's another. I mean, UFC 319 has all those fighters who has been there you know, in the UFC for a very long time. This time, I know every fighter from the prelims, man. So Gerald is there. Again, Michael. This fight is gonna be great, also, man. I think both of them have a great ground game. So and Gerald is good. Okay, he has losses, but with great guys like D. Ritter and Hamzat, he has losses against great guys like that. So I think that Gerald is gonna. Michael, I think he has a loss. I think he has fought. Who did he fought last time? I think he has a loss against Kevin Holland, but Jerome Marshall. I would go for Jerome Marshall to win. Oh damn, bro! This fight, UFC did a great matchmaking, man. Diego Ferreira versus Bobby King Green, man. King Green is back, brother. Okay, after that brutal KO loss against Mauricio Rufy, and you're fighting a guy like Mauricio Rufy. I mean, you gotta respect King Green, man. He has been fighting great guys, man. Like good guys. I wouldn't say great, but good guys like Paddy Pimblett, Mauricio Rufy. Future title contenders. So he has been there. I mean, this is an OG card for me. It's an OG card. So if I alone had to rate the prelims card, honestly, in standard of prelim fight card, I would give 9 out of 10, man. Great fight, bro. Great card, man. Great card. The prelims card is great only. So I'm not going against King Green. I mean, I know Diego Ferreira is great. He has been there for a long time as well in UFC, but I don't want. Nobody can go against King Green, man. No matter how much time he loses, man. He is there, man. He's there to win. He's still fighting. So okay, moving on to main card, we have Kai Asakura versus Tim Elliott. Kai Asakura, like I said, I thought he would have enough to be the flyweight champion against Pantoja, but Pantoja is built different, man. And especially when you come from an organization like Ryzen, So he's back again. He had a loss. He had to fix many things because UFC is in another level, man. But he's back in fighting with another UFC veteran, Tim Elliott, and I mean, I don't know who's gonna win because I had high hopes for Kai Asakura, man. I thought he's good, but after that Pantoja fight, I can't really say. I mean, my heart says Asakura is gonna do great things, because we have not watched many stuff from Asakura in UFC. He's just there, Tim Elliott is great. I think his jiu-jitsu, I think it's good. His ground game is good. So this is gonna be an exciting fight to watch. If I had to pick, let's gamble, man. I would pick Kai. I think I would go for TKO win, man, in first 2 rounds. Gambling. Oh man, this fight is great, man. This fight card is great, bro. Jared Cannonier versus Michael Page. Michael Page back again in the middleweight division. I think his last win was against Shara Bullet. And here's the thing about Michael Page. Here's the thing about Michael Page, Venom, MVP man. He's one of the most unpredictable fighters that you have seen. That you can see, I mean, he's one of the most unpredictable fighters. He's flashy, he's fast, he's accurate, and he's fighting against Jared Cannonier. Jared Cannonier, he has been there again. He's good. He's coming off with a knockout win against Rodriguez, Robocop, and so how do I see this fight going? I mean, see, on the pace wise, I feel like MVP is going to control this game. He has good jiu-jitsu also. If you don't know, it's not just about striking. You know, on the pace wise, he's gonna control the whole fight if it goes the way how MVP wants his fight to go, like how it went against Shara, you know, when he fought against Shara. So he controlled the whole fight, you know. He flows, man. He's an artist, man. He's a martial artist, like artist, bro. So I think MVP is gonna do quite good. But Jared Cannonier, see, on the first one, it's a 3-round fight. It's not a 5-round fight, but. So I think for that reason, I think MVP is gonna win. I wouldn't say it's gonna go knockout. He's gonna win with a knockout. It's gonna go to decision. That's what I feel. But if Jared Cannonier, if it was a 5-round fight, I think Jared Cannonier, for a guy like Jared Cannonier, what he does is he fights. You know, he fights in later rounds. You know, he comes back in later round. If you see with Kai Brujalo and when he fought against Kai and his last fight against Robocop, you know. He had a knockout wins in the last fourth round, I guess. So I think MVP is gonna do the job great here, man. He's gonna win, but never say never. You know, you don't know what the opponent is gonna bring in, right? But still, this is not a gamble. This is straight up prediction. This is what I feel like. So MVP, man, for a win, but by decision. Okay. Wow, man, UFC ain't disappointing this time. UFC is not disappointing me this time. This fight card is 10 out of 10. This fight card is fucking 10 out of 10. Geoff Neal versus Carlos Prates. Prates is back. Man, I'm always excited to see fighting nerds of guys fight, man. And he's fighting against who? Geoff Neal, man. Another Thug Life fighter, man. You know, but I'm more excited to see Carlos Prates fight, man. I like the way he fights, man. I like his style, bro. So great, man, great. No. Great, brother. I mean, Geoff Neal has that power. He's good. Even when even when he fought against Shafkat last time. I don't know when was the last fight, but when he fought with Shafkat, he had many success. You know, he was landing. It's just that Shafkat was tough. So I'm excited how Carlos Prates is coming off with a loss against Ian Gary, but Ian is a more technical fighter, right? But Geoff Neal, I don't think is technical, so I think Prates has the more upper hand here. You know, because Prates is more skillful. He's better than him, and so I think Prates is gonna win, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's knockout, man. But I feel like it's gonna go for decision. So let's see, man. I am pointing my win again for Prates. Okay, the track star is here, man. Murphy and Aaron Pico's his debut after Bellator. This fight is great also. Even though I have some problem with Leron Murphy because last fight against who's that bald guy, the bald pale guy, man. Fuck, I forgot his name, bro. Josh Emmett. I feel like he was running his whole fight, man. His whole fight, even though he has 7-0, undefeated in UFC. He was running his whole fight, man. And I don't like fighters like that. As a fan, I technically don't like fighters who run and takes points, man, to win. You know. And so I don't know. how he's gonna do against Aaron Pico, but I feel like Pico, he's from Bellator, right? Bellator guys have not have a great success except MVP in UFC. So, but I feel like Pico is great. Pico is good, better than every one of them. You know, he's good striker. He's good wrestler. He's a judo guy, I guess. I don't know, sambo guy, judo guy. So I think, but the thing about Leron Murphy is he's gonna jab, run, this leg kick, run. So let's see how this fight goes. So if I have to pick my winner, I would go for the Leron Murphy to win, but I would love to see Aaron Pico win, because if Pico wins, he's gonna be next, likely to be next contender for the featherweight, because there's no such fighters, like the talks of featherweight. I mean, there are, like Diego Lopez versus who's the other guy from Fighting North, John Silva is fighting in UFC, Noche, and Aljamain versus Brian Ortega in UFC Shanghai. So yeah, this is gonna be a great addition for the featherweight title talks. So let's go for the main event, man. This Khamzat versus Dricus versus Khamzat Chimaev, brother. This is the fight that I love, that I fucking enjoy, bro. I mean, respect for Dricus to fight, for not being picky and just to fight anyone, respect for that. So, how do I think this fight is gonna go? Let's start with Khamzat and then we'll move on to Dricus, So I think Khamzat, I feel like, so how this fight's gonna go, I feel like Khamzat is gonna win. Khamzat is gonna win. He's so fucking dominating, man. He's so fucking dominating, man. Just wrestling. When he grabs, we all saw what happened when he fought against Robert Whittaker. He broke his jaw, brother. And that's how good he is. I mean, everyone is counting for Khamzat to win. Many of us, not everyone, many of us, but okay, I think Khamzat is gonna win. I mean, his wrestling is just so good. When he shoots, he shoots from such a distance, but yet he gets success, man. It's great. So I think Khamzat is gonna win this fight, but we also what happens, when he fought a wrestler with Kamaru. So I don't know. If I have to break down a little bit about Dricus, it's like, for me, Dricus is like, it's like how Bruce Lee says, be water. He has this weird way of fighting. He's like, be water, my friend. He just blends with it, man. He just blends with it in every situation. So when he's striking, we also, when he was fighting against Strickland, against AZ especially, how surprised we were. He was able to take him down. He was able to strike with him. I mean, he's like the weirdest fighter, but yet he finds his way to win, man. So, I mean, will I be surprised if Dricus finds his way to win against Khamzat? Absolutely not, man. Absolutely not. My man. I wouldn't be surprised, my man. Dricus by plot armor, Dricus by however he wants to win. I still feel Khamzat is gonna win, but I feel for Khamzat to win this fight. If it's like first three rounds. We also, with Usman fight, with Gilbert Burns fight, as the fight goes on for the next round, I feel like he starts losing his composure, man. Sorry, I'm feeling quite off the weather today, but yeah, like I said, first two round is his round. I think after that, I think Dricus is gonna make some adjustment. I think first two round, Chimaev is gonna surprise Dricus. He's gonna overwhelm Dricus with his takedowns and clinching and grappling, his control. But as the fight keeps going on, I think Dricus is gonna find a way, and that's how we saw against Usman, Chimaev versus Usman and Burns. So let's see. Because Dricus has this weird way of fighting and he finds success in those things, so I wouldn't be surprised if Dricus finds a way to win. because like I said, like Bruce Lee said, he's like a water man, be water, my friend, and then he has a great way of fighting, man. So I'm excited for this fight, very excited. Let's end this video here and let's enjoy this Sunday.